Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to GP Eco Solutions India Limited H1 FY26 Results Conference Call. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star and then 0 on a touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. Before we begin, I would like to point out that this conference call may contain forward-looking statements about the company, which are based on beliefs, opinions, and expectations of the company as on date of this call. These statements do not guarantee the future performance of the company, and it may involve risks and uncertainties that are difficult to predict. I would now like to hand over the floor to Mr. Rajneesh from Concall Partner. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you. And good day, ladies and gentlemen. Myself, Rajneesh Mishra from Concall Partners. We represent the investor relation for GP Eco Solutions India Limited. I warmly welcome you all to GP Eco Solutions India Limited H1 FY26 earnings conference call. The company is today represented by Mr. Deepak Pandey, Founder and Managing Director, and Mr. Asik Tripathi, Promoter and Director. Now, I would like to hand over the call to Mr. Deepak Pandey for his opening remarks. Thank you. And over to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Introducing myself as Deepak Pandey, Founder and Managing Director of GP Eco Solutions India Limited. It's a pleasure to welcome you all to GP Eco Solutions India Limited H1 Financial Year 26 earnings conference call. I would like to begin by extending a warm welcome to all participants, especially those joining us first time. GP Eco Solutions India Limited is the North headquartered integrated solar and energy storage solution company, operating across distribution, EPC, manufacturing, and consultancy verticals. Being a regional distributor established in 2009 and listed in the stock exchange in financial year 25, the company has evolved from being a regional distributor to becoming one of India's fastest growing integrated clean energy player with a strong capability across the renewable value chain. Through our flagship brand, Invergy, and the subsidiaries, including GPS Green and AM3 Techno Power, that is Fuel On, flagship brand is Fuel On, we have built a scalable platform covering solar distribution, EPC projects execution, and OEM manufacturing, under which the solar PV inverters, hybrid inverters, and advanced energy storage solutions are being manufactured. And along with that, we are providing the consultancy also, as it is a new upcoming field. This is a new upcoming field in the industry. We are also among the few listed companies in India that are directly engaged in battery energy storage systems, an industry which is expected to grow at over 40% CAGR through 2033. The first half of the financial year 26 has been a landmark period for GP Eco Solutions, marked by a strong financial and operational momentum. During financial year 26, H1 26, our revenue stood at 121.94 crores, reflecting a 45% year-on-year growth, while an EBITDA doubled to 15.4 crores, growing to at a rate of 101.4%. The PAT increased over 112% to 10.40 crores. This consistent performance underscores the strength of our integrated model and our focus on execution excellence. Strategically, we are progressing well across multiple fronts. Our battery energy storage systems desk manufacturing facility is on track to commence commercial operations by Q4 of financial year 26, scaling from 500 megawatt hour to a 3 gigawatt hour and further to 5 gigawatt hour by financial year 28. This will position GP Eco among India's top integrated energy storage manufacturers. Our 1.2 gigawatt TOPCon solar module facility and 3 gigawatt solar cell plant manufacturing is under development and will create a complete backward integration manufacturing base by financial year 27 and 28. In the EPC business, we have reached a cumulative of 120 megawatt of installed and under execution projects, including a 60.5 crores KUSUM projects encompassing 25 plus megawatts and a 95 megawatt peak flagship solar EPC contracts currently underway. We have also introduced two technology-driven initiatives. One is the Synergy, an IoT-based SCADA and an energy management platform for a smart monitoring. And second is the Invergy Electric, which focuses on next generation LT and HT electrical panels for intelligent energy management, which is the need of the hour and the scalability for the upcoming projects with the integrated with AI and IoT-based systems. So both of these critical enablers in our vision of building a fully integrated and technology-led renewable energy ecosystem. So with these initiatives, GPECO is firmly transitioning from a distributed-led organization into a manufacturing and technology-driven enterprise, fully aligned with India's clean energy and self-reliance vision under the Atmanirbhar Bharat. So before we move ahead, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all, our stakeholders, investors, team members, for their continued trust and support in GPECO's journey. With that, I conclude my opening remarks. I'm happy to take your questions. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer session. If you have a question, please press star and 1 on a telephone keypad and wait for your turn to ask the question. If you would like to withdraw your request, you may do so by pressing star and 1 again. We'll wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question comes from the line of Tushar Sarda from Athena Investments. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. I wanted to understand the demand. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, sir. Welcome, sir.
Okay. So I wanted to understand the demand supply in BESS, because so many players have announced setting up of capacity, and what I believe the demand is essentially driven by this requirement of 10% of the renewable capacity should be supported by BESS. So if we assume 40-50 gigawatt of renewable capacity, then probably the demand is 10 gigawatt hours per annum. So if you can just explain what I mean, is this correct understanding or am I missing something?
Sir, we have to just understand that this is a technology which is under evolution right now. And this is just around the corner wherein the industry needs this to fulfill the peak hour saving, then the TOD demands and the electricity demands, which are for the stability of the electricity demand. So if you see the demand which has been created, that is what you said, 10%. That is 100% is there, and it will grow more in the coming time. And the kind of players which are coming into this system will going to encourage this fulfill this demand in the coming time. And the technology which is there, which is a new to Indian industry as such, because this has been a common for the international international borders. But if we talk about India, it has just started last year only, with the best requirements have been starting in India. So whatever the players which are doing in India right now is well in aligned with the objectives which is meant for implementation of this for the existing solar this EPC projects.
No, but my question is, the supply seems to be a lot more than the projected demand. So do you have any estimate of what is the demand likely to be and what is the supply that is coming up? Well, a lot of even listed players like, for example, Godavari Power, then SPML Infra, then there is Pace Digitech. So many players are already there, and then of course the larger ones, Adani and Reliance, and everybody is getting into BESS. So the supply seems to be overwhelming.
So supply is not overwhelming because already we have, if you see the solar industry growth, apart from this, the growth is immense, and we have already crossed 100 gigawatt of installations plus in India. And all these demands, because with the growing demand as in India being becoming a manufacturing hub across the globe, the BSS demand will grow accordingly. And when we talk about the demand, the supply which you are talking about, sir. So the supply is not enough right now to cater that demand, because that supply has to get stabilized before getting implemented. So everybody
so in 2 years' time, by the time I think FY28 comes, I think there will be a severe oversupply. So is there any estimate of demand supply?
No, sir. Sir, parallelly, if we see by 2028, the installation base will also increase, because the utility base has taken a very strong leap in this industry, and the standalone base will have a lot of attraction in this. And the players which are making this base will be also there, and the oversupply will not be there. Because all the bases have to be powered.
Demand supply estimates? Are there any reliable demand supply estimates available? Or anybody has done a study on
Actually,
what is going to
it is continuously evolving and growing. So exact numbers are not there. But definitely the target which the government has fixed for 2033 for 150 gigawatt of installation base, that is there, and with that reference point, we can take this as a very strong going point of this. And that is the best, that is why the best field is having a lot of adherence in the market right now. And that's why the big players are coming into this. So because any technology getting stabilized needs 2 years, 3 years time. And
so nothing is going to come for maybe next 2-3 years, but 2 years down, because everybody is announcing, I'm little trying to get my head around the demand supply. So what is your investment in BESS, and what kind of economics do you see?
Sir, the economics and the investment which we are doing right now, we being one of the first few players who has invested and eyed the opportunity in this, which is coming in the due course of time. And we have created a 3 gigawatt of facility which will be operational by January, February in this financial 26 only. And we already gathered so many orders for BESS.
So how much is the investment to create 3 gigawatt? What is the investment you have made to create?
The investment is somewhere around 30 to 40 crores of investment is there. Apart from
cells you will import. Cells you will be importing.
Yeah, cells will be imported, sir.
We are not right now. Or
lithium-ion cells only. Lithium-ion cells.
Okay.
Because India has a restricted resources of lithium. Yeah.
What is the price of BESS today when you sell?
Exactly, sir. So what GP Eco Solution or Invergy has created the value chain in this is, with this facility, we have created a system where we can compete with the international prices, and the reference price is somewhere around at 1 crore or 95 lakh rupees per megawatt.
1 crore. And what margins do you expect? 10% margin, or it will be more?
No, sir, somewhere around 15% margins are there. And which we can increase with our value chain and the purchasing strength and the facility which we are implementing, because it's a fully automated facility, so our production capacity and the production time will be very less. So that is the key to increase the margins in this.
Okay. Thank you. I'll get back in the queue. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Sarang from Vimana Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. So you said you invested 30 to 40 crores.
Your voice is very so not audible, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. If you can just speak a bit louder, so it will be more clear.
Yeah. So is this better?
Yeah, now it's fine.
Yeah. So you said you invested 30 to 40 crores for your BESS manufacturing. So that relates to how much capacity? 3.5 gigawatt, is that right?
Yeah, approximately, because we were already having the 500 megawatt hour of facility, which was a semi-automatic facility, through which we have been serving the market from last 2 years. Now we have added 2.5 gigawatt more in this, specifically for the utility-based base, because that requires a specific, you can say, the kind of precision and the designing strength and the automation which is required to deliver the product, because it is for 12 years of warranty with it, which are asked in the tenders, in all the tenders of this utility base. So that is going to help us, and because that cannot be made with a semi-automatic line. That kind of high performance systems cannot be made by semi-automatic line. So in that we have invested in this. Yeah.
Yeah. So this additional 2.45 gigawatt was expansion of the earlier plant, or is this a greenfield project?
Expansion of the earlier plant, but since that was a semi-automatic line, so we will be continuing the residential and small C&I projects with that line, and the big C&I and utility projects will be taken care by this fully automatic line.
Got it. And how much time does it take from, say, groundbreaking to commissioning?
Sir, approximately, if you see from groundbreaking to commissioning, it takes somewhere around 5 to 6 months maximum. And we are already crossed that timeline, and by January we will be rolling our first product.
Got it. And sir, if some new player, now you have some experience, but if some new player was to come in, so how much for they will require?
Sir, can you repeat this question? Sir, can you repeat it?
Sorry?
Can you repeat that what you last said, sir?
Yeah. I just said that you have some experience. You have been doing that for 2 years. If a new player was to come in, how much capex would a new player require to set up a 1 gigawatt hour of desk manufacturing, and how much time would it take? Do you have an advantage over that, or there's nothing like that?
Sir, I would just like to address this question, sir. Sir, setting up a factory is not a big challenge, and putting up an investment is also not a big challenge. Setting up, investing on the manpower to gather the experience, because this is a new field altogether for Indian industry, and the people around us and the talent around us doesn't have that great experience in the desk. Being a chemical technology, sir, the experience of the seniors is very important in this, and there the GP Eco Solution has invested on the manpower, wherein they have the experience of more than 5 years, 6 years in the battery energy storage systems. So designing of the desk is very important. So freezing the design for a particular system is very important, and wherein all the utility desk is a customized solution. It is not a standard solution. So first, what I would suggest for a new player to gain an experience with the smaller C&I projects, understand the consequences, understand the problems which are coming into the system, and how to tackle it, and develop a team for that, and then go on investing in the system and putting the machine, because ordering the machines and getting the investment done is a very simple task. But to run that show with a more efficient and more caliber in the more appropriate way, taking the international competition which is round the corner in the Indian industry. Because everybody right now is having a gigawatt of projects, but everybody is trying to take it from China or from other international resources, because India doesn't have that experienced manpower in there. So we have tried to develop that only. And we have gathered the manpower from very good tier 1 companies. And right now we have our own designs with the system, and we are able to compete, because when we have designed the system, so our design is so much competitive that we are competing with the international market prices also. So that has given us an edge over the other players to provide a solution which is in line with the competition of the international standards.
Got it.
And that is where we are getting the success, sir.
Got it. That was helpful. And as per my understanding, currently many of the EPC players or developers are importing battery and the entire container, either importing batteries and then putting them in containers here.
This is only because they don't have the designing strength within their company. So they are taking a standard solution which has been offered in the industry, in the international market, and they are just importing and supplying it. So it's basically a trade work.
Got it.
Only few players in the industry has their designing strength, because this is all about designing, sir. Because it's a customized product, it is not a ready to offer product. Right.
And how much is the price difference between a battery manufactured in China versus in India?
With us, we have tried to minimize that difference between their price and our price. But with the other players, it is a difference of few thousands, you can say, per kilowatt hour. See, if we talk about our residential and small C&I, the price difference is more, but when we talk about utility scale, where the quantum is more, we are just at par with the international prices. So what the people are offering in the international prices, because see, once they are taking the product from international, there is a custom duty charges are there, then the import charges are there, logistic charges are extraordinary on the utility-based systems, which accounts for somewhere around 6 to 8%. So 30% they are already they have to increase the price from the China, and we are in line with that only.
Right. No, that only I'm asking. The landed cost of a Chinese battery, say per megawatt, would be how much per megawatt hour or per kilowatt?
So per megawatt hour, if the international battery, if the international solutions you are asking with the with TCS and everything, it will be somewhere around 85 lakh per megawatt, and what we are offering is somewhere around 95 lakhs per megawatt, with the value addition of local production and everything. And if you order internationally, it is 6 months time minimum lead time is there, wherein we are supplying the product within 3 months. So there also the discounting factor is there.
You are supplying in 3 months.
Yeah. 3 months lead time is there, which we are taking into consideration, and we are supplying it. And what we are using in our best systems are all the tier 1 components only. No components of the local standards are being used.
Understood. So, sir, is there any incentives for the local developers and EPC players to go for Indian players like yourselves over a Chinese supplier?
Yes, sir. That is what
time is there. Yes, but apart from that,
yes, that is what I'm saying, sir. All the key developers in India right now, we are in touch with them, and they are because for the developer, the pricing of the system along with the performance of the system, both are the two important key factors. And where as GP question or inversely, we can say we are able to handle both the factors. Pricing, we are in competition, and whatever is differences there, we are giving the value chain to them, and then the performance of the system. Already we are in the industry from last 2.5 years, and our systems have been performing in the systems hassle-free with a hardly less than 0.5% of manufacturing defects. And we are improving it day by day. And with the small C&I also, we have installed more than size of megawatt capacities. So we are able to handle both the questions of the developers. That's why we are having a quite good know-how in the system, and in the industry also we are getting a lot of leverage for that.
Understood. So one last question. You said you have invested about 40 crores in this BESS facility, and the price that you sell it for is 1 crore per megawatt hour.
Approximately.
So that gives you a revenue potential of what, 2,500 crores? That's crazy return, asset terms.
Yeah, but we have to understand that this pricing which I have told you is the initial pricing. The more the crowd will come into the market of this in the coming years, the BESS price will go down, and that down as in as the volume increases, automatically the BESS prices will come down, sir. And then the value chain will also be stabilized with that.
Understood. Thank you.
So, okay.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Abhishek Agarwal from Gems Quest Asset. Please go ahead.
Hi, a very good morning, Deepak sir. Great
Good morning.
connecting with you, and congratulations on a good set of numbers. Just
Thank
a
you,
couple
sir.
of questions from my end. One being, we've recently announced, on the social media, various platforms, that we were looking to sign MOUs, or we've signed MOUs with Ghana government. So, what kind of details can you... Ghana government. There was I don't remember the name, but then I guess on Instagram we've posted that we're potentially looking for contracts from Ghana government.
So, sir, MOU is not being signed. That is some wrong information.
But we were looking,
to sign. Exactly. So it is
Yeah.
still under consideration. They have invited us to Ghana to understand the existing potential and whatever the requirement which we can meet. So that is still pending. We have not been able to visit Ghana right now, and we have met them in London. So there the discussion has been taken forward, and we have submitted all the required requisite documents to them, and now they have to revert back to us. Then we can be there, and then the MOUs can be signed, and things can be taken forward from there.
Okay, sure. Thanks for that understanding.
So that's why we are planning to go international in next financial year. So that is the potential which we are eyeing at that.
Sure. And any other tie-ups or MOUs that we're currently looking at or are in advanced stage?
Yes, sir, there are many MOUs which are in a very advanced stage with the technology partners, with the European Union also. We are around the corner to sign an MOU to supply the European states for the storage solutions. But all is due in for the next year, and we are planning accordingly. And for the technology upgradation of our systems, for internal systems, we are heavily investing on the manpower. We are heavily investing on this technology tie-ups. So that MOU will be shortly announced, and then it will be shared with all of you.
Okay, sure. Sir, and second question is, we've also opened a subsidiary that will deal into medical side of business. So what exactly is that subsidiary all about, and what are we looking to get into going forward?
So it is a company which we have forecasted for the future expansions, wherein we are specifically looking for some specific medical equipments which will be required for the Indian industry and which are common in the international market. But it is not for now. It is just down the line we will be doing it, and it will be just a trading thought. It is not a manufacturing or something which where investment is needed is not there. So we have just created a company in Virgin Medicare. That's it.
Okay, sure. And also, next question is, we've increased our margin substantially from, last year comparatively. So, what kind of margins can we expect going forward, since as of now we don't have BS available with us, and new facility will, have 15%, as you said. So what kind of margins can we expect going forward?
See, as per our last call also, and in this call also, we are very much clear that we are increasing our margins due to our manufacturing base, due to the purchasing strength which we have increased over a period of time, the EPC projects which we have taken up into the consideration. So average margin across the spectrum of projects which we are doing is somewhere around 8 to 9% we are targeting, and that will be stabilized margin which will be taken care of. So if you take up the top line, so 8% margins are approximately built in the system. That's why we are doing the things accordingly.
Sure. And just last question from my end. We've mentioned in the presentation that we're looking to, grow revenues by 3x this year and probably double that in the next year. And somewhere we've written in the press release that we'll grow our revenues 50% CAGR for 3 years. So there is sort of confusion around investors. No. So what kind of, revenue growth are we looking for this year and next year?
Sir, the revenue growth which we have projected in last con call is exactly the same, and the year-on-year growth which we have given in the presentation also, that is also in line. The only 50% CGR which is posted in the system, that is, if you see over a period of 3 years, we are going to cater somewhere around 80% of CGR. So on the conservative side and on average numbers, our representatives have written it wrongly in the system. So some miscommunication is there. So interpretation is very clear, sir. You can see our numbers of H1. The H2 numbers will justify the growth and the commitments which we have given to the market. And then the year-on-year growth you will see. The run rate at which we are moving, with the objectives and the visions which we are taking up in the company is in line, and it is there with the focus of the company.
So we'll do around 750 crores this year, right? If I'm not wrong.
Approximately 10 calculated. It is a 3x growth which we have committed, and 27 it will be 5x. And with that run rate, you see, it is the 7x growth in the 28.
Okay.
So according to that, if you calculate the CAGR, it will come out to be more than 80% only.
Okay, sure.
For 3 years.
Okay, sir. Sure. Wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Darshit Shah from Nirvana Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, sir, thanks for the opportunity. Sir, so my question is on the BESS side. As you said, we are one of the early movers. So in terms of BESS, I mean, what kind of order book do we have at present? And in going ahead, are we going to mainly focus on the EPC side of BESS, or we are also going to focus on the build and operate model? So what's our strategy there, if you can highlight?
Exactly. So right now, the order books which we are having with us is somewhere around 30 megawatt hour. We have already have the orders with us, and few are around the corner to be finalized. And this financial year, we are targeting to close somewhere around 50 megawatt hour by March, because that's what only we can supply with the current capacities. So but next year it will be more, and we will move ahead in such a way that we can grab the 10% market share of the BESS, which will be on a full runway in next financial year. So as far as the boot model is concerned, which you are telling, that we are not considering right now at all. We are, as a manufacturer, we are trying to cater the existing market size and all the developer requirements which are there around the corner. And that is the beauty of a manufacturer, to just be a part of back-end part of the any technology or the any forefront developers, to give them the support and give them the supplies. So anyhow, the BESS being a new subject, commissioning support we give, but more it is more often supply systems. Manufacture the product and supply the system as per the specs.
Got it. Sir, so you said you currently have an order book of 30 megawatt hours, so that's roughly around 30 crore. And by March, you probably want to have 50 megawatt hour kind of supply. So
more. It is cumulative.
Cumulative, okay.
20 megawatt hour. There are certain projects which are around the corner to be finalized in next week or in the coming weeks, in November itself. So because more than 50 megawatt, we cannot be able to supply it also.
Got it.
So supply will get overspill.
So then where is the majority growth in H2 numbers, what you are saying is coming from?
Sir, that is what I am coming to. So we are in GPS Greens as a subsidiary. We are doing somewhere around 150 CR of EPC projects under Invergy as our flagship brand. The residential and the CNI segment, which is growing at a very fast exponential rate, in which we will be doing somewhere around 200 crores of more business in that. And under GPS Solar, our distribution company, the main company, the supply of inverters and other products of the products which we have added in our ecosystem, approximately 100 crores of sales will be coming from there. And 30 crores will be from this. We are considering 30 crores from this, not taking in account for the 20 megawatt of more projects.
Got it. And sir, in terms of BESS, what kind of pipeline are we seeing? And because you said by January end you'll have this 3 gigawatt hour facility up and running. So what kind of talks are we having in terms of building order book in that?
The kind of projects which we are executing with the top developers right now till March, that will have a recurring effect on our new order books, because all these projects will be executed by March, and the performance can be observed in next quarter of the first quarter of the financial year 27. So with that, the orders which are expected to get in next financial year 27 will be huge. And as per our internal targets, we are just observing to have that 10% of the market share, whatever the basis will be implemented in the market. Because with our factory being operational, our production capacity and the production time will also decrease, and our value chain will also increase with that automatic line. So that will also be helping us to grab more orders of a bigger capacity and bigger magnitude.
Good.
So right now,
Are they
what we are executing is somewhere around 10 megawatt hour by 20 megawatt hour, 7 megawatt by 14 megawatt hour. This is how good projects which we are executing right now. So cumulative approximately 30 megawatt hour projects which we are executing right now, and 20 megawatt is expected in next month.
So are we looking at bigger size projects going ahead once we kind of complete this?
Definitely, sir, because see, to create a confidence for a developer for a bigger size project, we need to show them the lifestyle and the experience with which we are operating and the facility from which the product has been rolled out. So all the three things becomes good ingredient to have a confidence of the developer who are executing 50 megawatt by 100 megawatt or 100 megawatt by 200 megawatt hour of systems. That will create a more confidence in the system. So that's why we are moving in a phased manner, wherein we can build the confidence slowly and then have a solid base in the industry, wherein people can just talk to us and or we can reach out to the people with the confidence that this is the solution base and this is the performance. You can take the review and all those things. So that's why we have implemented this subsidiary brand Synergy for the monitoring, and it's an IoT based monitoring device. So that can be shared with everybody in the industry, and they can monitor the performance of the system. So that is why we are trying to integrate slowly all the basic ingredients to make the system more robust, more competitive, and more apt to the international market on the technical grounds also, and in terms of financial and commercials also.
Got it. And sir, last question, Meera, in terms of, you said the asset turns are pretty high, so kind of 1 gigawatt.
What's that?
My question was that, as you highlighted, the asset turns are pretty high. So in 1 gigawatt hour, probably we can do around 1,000 crores. Can you let us know, इसमें working capital cycle कैसा है, in terms of payments and all, if you execute projects?
Yeah. So in the working capital side, sir, if you see, all the best projects are on the capex basis right now. What we are supplying, developers are doing on the OpEx model, that is a separate part. But what we are doing is, so 30% advance comes along with the orders to us.
Mm-hmm.
Then the around approximately 45% is against the supply. 5% is against the commissioning, 13% is against the commissioning, and 5% is against the performance over a period of 6 months. So if you see the capex which is required for this is not a challenge for us right now, because we are not investing on the OpEx model. We are doing the supply side. So 85% of the project cost or the product cost we get within a span of 1 month or 2 months maximum. Once we submit the design and everything and the technical approvals are there.
Got it. And how much time does it take once we get the order to kind of fulfill that?
Maximum, sir, that is where we mastered us with this upcoming facility, and we are very much confident to give the product within this 3 months time, 90 days lead time. And 90 days lead time is the maximum lead time which we are looking at because of the supply of some components or something which get delayed. So we can cover that into 90 days. Else we can supply it in 70 days itself. Hello?
Yes. इसमें basically what I understood is it's working capital या receivables अपना high नहीं रहेगा in terms of project execution.
Because it's a new production, nobody will have a higher receivables because all the receivables has to be taken into account. That is why I told in the last call also. It's a customized product. It is not a standard offering that everybody needs the same product. Everybody has their own requirement, and the best design changes with the site requirements. So it's a totally customizable product. So it cannot be if I have designed a product for you, I cannot use it for other person. There will be very rare chances for that. So that's why the supplies and the payments are very strict in this, specifically for utility based.
Got it. So we won't need any capex or fundraising to kind of execute this.
We will be requiring, sir, because we have to arrange the raw material and everything, because supplying within 90 days time any best design, so we need to have a capex. But that capex is not that big, which will hinder our operations.
Got it.
So the supply chain has to be, we are managing the supply chain with a very efficient way. And with the technology-driven systems, so that we will take care of that.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Tripti Shukla from KDR Securities Private Limited. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. So I have the first question I have, your debt has increased from 33 crore to 72 crores in 6 months. Then how much is this for long-term project loan and how much is this for working capital, sir?
And basically, it is a long-term only. And if you see the size of the company, which has grown with the initial debt and the current debt size, the company has grown accordingly. And we will be this debt will be surprised and knocked off over a period of time when the returns from all the establishments, factories, and everything will be done, and the products will be rolled out. From their profits, it will automatically get set off. Okay. And our debt equity ratio will be maintained over a period of another 2 years maximum.
Okay, sir. Then what is your safe limit of borrowing, up to the debt level, and what are your comfortable level of debt?
Can you repeat the question? It was not clear, ma'am.
Sir, what is your limit of borrowing, up to what debt level you are comfortable?
Okay. What debt?
Hello?
Hello. So as of now, we have taken this for the long-term projects only, for the setting of the factories and everything, and the kind of results which we are getting along with that, we are offsetting the requirements.
Okay, sir. And sir, one more question is, when do you expect the new manufacturing unit to start giving you positive cash flow, and will it happen during FY26 or more likely to be in FY26?
No, it's in FY26. The best facility of 3 gigawatt is around the corner. It is 80% work has been done in the systems. The machines are are about to reach by December, and from January end, the first product will be rolled out also from our factory.
Okay, sir. And one more question, sir. You are also aiming for 10% market share of India BES segment. So which customer segment will lead this?
Which?
Customer segment will lead this, commercial, industrial, and utilities or EV.
No, it will be led by this utility base, all the big developers, which are, because if you talk about the residential and the small C&I, that is a market which is also growing, but right now the requirement of electricity which has been cornered around the Indian industry, in that the developers are playing a very strong role, and the demand of utility base has been increased exponentially. So we are targeting to have that 10% of that utility base. Whatever we are doing in the residential and that is growing exponentially, that is a separate thing. But this factory for which we have installed, set up, that is basically for the utility base. So for that, we are aiming to have 10% market share.
Okay. So, and one more question is, are you applying for any government scheme like PLI or BFG or BESS or solar module?
All the PLIs have been exhausted right now, as far as our knowledge is there. If any new PLIs and something subsidies will come, definitely we will be interested, and we have to take it. And we are geared up for that.
Okay, sir. And you have also mentioned export plan to Middle East, Africa, and Southeast Asia.
So next year it has to, because our factory will be operational. So we will be having a much higher production capacities. So with that, we will be able to cater the international market. And so that's why we are planning to go international next year. As in last discussion also, we are having the MOUs, going to sign the MOUs with the Ghana government and the European Union and all these places. Because now we have made our product on the international standard, and we have refined our product with the international standard. So that's why we will be coming up in the international market as a key competitive player also. So that's why that will take the growth of GP Eco in the next level, under the flagship brand of Invergy.
Okay, so that's all from my side.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of Ankur Gulati from Genuity Capital. Please go ahead.
दीपक भैया नमस्कार. एक क्वेश्चन था.
नमस्कार सर.
प्रोजेक्ट बोल रहे हैं अभी एज ऑफ नाउ कितना उसमें से एग्जीक्यूट हो सकता है, हो चुका है परसेंटेज वाइज?
एक बार थोड़ा सा लाउड बोलेंगे, बहुत कम आवाज आ रही है।
आपने वो बोला ना 200 करोड़ का ईपीसी आप H2 में एग्जीक्यूट कर रहे हैं, तो उसमें से कितना हो चुका है अभी तक, या अक्टूबर एंड तक, वो थोड़ा सा इंडिकेशन।
सर October and by December we'll be completing somewhere around you can say 40 to 50 crores के प्रोजेक्ट हमारे हैंडओवर हो जाएंगे by December, and the balance will be executed by January, February and March.
तो दिसंबर एंड तक आप 50 करोड़ का बिल करके रेवेन्यू
50 करोड़ के आसपास का सर हो जाएगा सर. That is because all the projects are under execution.
So one request, once you bill, if you can make an exchange announcement just to.
Yeah.
So your voice is very low.
So can you just speak a bit louder, sir?
एक बार जब आपका ये हो जाए 50 करोड़ का बिलिंग, तो एक्सचेंज पे अनाउंस कर दीजिएगा प्लीज, so that will help us.
हाँ, definitely sir, that will be announced. Whatever we are doing, we are announcing in the exchange, and we are taking very strong concentration on the social media also. We have posted the works and the site developments also on the social media.
Okay. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of Disha Bordia from Sapphire Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Hi, sir. Hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you are audible, ma'am.
Yeah. So in the second half, we've done a very stellar margin growth, EBITDA margin growth. So for this year as a whole, what are the targets for EBITDA margin?
So, ma'am, it will be more or less. So it will be 5x as we have told earlier, and in the coming years by 27 it will be 7x. That what we have communicated in the already.
No, so that is about the revenue. I was just asking about the EBITDA margin. What sort of margins are you targeting for this year as a whole? Because this first
EBITDA
half
margin as a approximately 13% near about we are on this targeting.
You're targeting 14% EBITDA for this year?
Yeah, 13 to 14% approximately.
All right. And then this will be scaled up to 17 to 18% by FY20 as you guide.
Sorry, myself Asif Tripathi, I would like to answer this. I just want to say, like, you are asking about the EBITDA margin. So the company is aiming to, like, in the last call with the investor, we have already explained it, that will be the 5x where we were, and we are just aiming the same in the same financial year and in the upcoming financial year as well. So as for this, if you can see this half year result also, and the year end will be also aligned with the same thing what we have committed.
So 12 to 13% is sort of the margin that we can see, because this is that a fair assumption?
Yeah.
12 to 13%, and then you'll scale it up to 17 to 18%.
Over next 3 years, but we have communicated 17 to 18% will be there. So this year we are targeting only 13 to 14%.
All right. And so for the solar TOPCon module facility and cell manufacturing capacity, how much capex are we planning? And I believe the cell capacity will be done phase-wise. So can you just give me a breakup of the capex that you're planning?
Because of the huge capex only that we have deferred that. It was planned in this year itself, but we have deferred that for the next year because the desk was having a more attraction, and the module being a low margin product, and the crowd which has been coming into the module industry is huge. So we will be taking up this 1.2 gigawatt facility for our own projects, where we will develop as a big player in the EPC segment and the other requirements. So then we will be doing it. So that is deferred for next year, 27-28. So 28 will be coming with the cell line. 27 will be coming up with the 1.2 gigawatt. That will be in the last quarters. So the investments will be revised. So once the investments are revised, we will share that.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Nitin Kapoor, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi, Vipulji. Thanks a lot for giving us a chance to speak. So just wanted to know, just wanted to know the 3 gigawatt BESS plant that you inaugurating at Noida and would start from Jan. So how much are we targeting for FY27 in megawatt hours?
In megawatt hours, if you see, we are targeting somewhere around 150 to 200 megawatt supplies will be bare minimum. And that can grow also. That can have an exponential effect also based on our supplies, which will be commenced by March, and the performance of the systems. So, as I told you, it's a project which needs confidence for the developers. Because as an Indian player, the experiences are less, but we have tried to gather the experience and talents in our company from international ground also. We have hired a thermodynamic player, person from Japan who was working in Kawasaki. We have hired a design engineer who has an experience with LNT power and in the side. So we have tried to develop or more concentrate on invest on manpower, because that will give the confidence to the investor or the developer. That okay, the design part is fine. Now the implementation part is there, which is taken care by our factory, fully automatic factory, which we are taking it from ATW and the Snexcell testing equipments. So that combo will basically give us the best feed into the market to gather more of the good projects from the big developers.
Okay. And I mean, the potential we have is 3 gigawatts. So I mean, what is the maximum revenue we can draw in FY27 from this? I mean, can we scale up to, let's say, 500 megawatt hours in next year? Because the potential is huge.
Definitely, it can be there, sir. Numbers are just a numbers. The things the way which we are moving, we can definitely meet that. But on a conservative side, I have told you approximately 200 megawatt. We will be 150 200 megawatt will be executing for sure. And this 500 can also be achieved. That is not at all a problem for us. But it will all be based on the investors' confidence and the developers' confidence based on our performances, which we are delivering by March.
Okay. And sir, we've already gotten trial order from Oriana. So are we trying to get more orders from them? Because they have
Oriana first order is getting executed and delivered and commissioned by 15th of December. And based on that, again, I told you it's just about the confidence which the developer will develop on us. So they have taken a strong thought process as per the understanding. And then they will be executing that project and commissioning that will be 15th of December maximum. And that will add to their confidence, and then the another pipeline of 20 megawatt or 30 megawatt hour is fixed from Oriana for us. But we have to first prove it. So that's where we are working on it.
Great. And sir, just the last question. The revenue guidance you've given for this year is about 700 to 750 CR, and EBITDA is 5x. So that should also fetch us. The profit should also be 5x. So somewhere about 50 CR. Would that be fair to assume?
Yeah.
On 700,
it is there for that already we have communicated, sir.
Okay. Great. Yeah, I mean, just to get, because like H1 was 120, so just wanted to calculate how much that would be.
So you can see, na? The H1 was 120. The last year the margins were 4%, and this year we have started by 8%. So even the revenue was lower, then also the PAT margin increased by 4 to 5%.
Correct.
So that will be carried forward, and this revenue top line has been reduced only because of the government policies of GST regulation change and all those things. So if we would have done more 150 crores more of business, which was deferred to the second quarter, so our EBITDA PAT margin would have been 15 crores plus.
And so how much revenue have you booked in October? Any rough idea?
In October, sir, the revenue is on a lower side, but from November the revenues will be on a higher side. And in October, if we say, we have booked somewhere around 80-90 crores of business already is booked, but it is due to be billed and delivered.
Okay, so just in 1 month you've done 80 CR in October.
Yeah, sir, because all the projects, people were waiting for GST because 6% of challenge was there. Na? So already the last first quarter orders were deferred for the second quarter. So those orders we are already having it.
Okay.
Those orders we finalized, that was due to be delivered into the come into our kitty. So now they are getting matured and things have been getting done.
Great. It's quite reassuring that, we'll be able to do 700. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You can just see, sir, there's a policy of EDD, which is coming on the solar modules, which is around the corner by December 1st. So people, with that, approximately 25% of the module cost will be increased on the cell level, BOM level. So people are trying to grab that. So that's why they are finalizing the orders in a very fast and a very way, because that project cost will increase by 2.5 rupees approximately, 2.5 to 3 rupees approximately. So that is why this huge churning around the orders and closure of the orders is there.
Great. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for answering all the questions.
Thank you. Due to time constraints, that was the last question for the day. Now I would like to hand over the call to the management for closing comments.
Thank you so much everyone for their questions and for making our company understanding more in depth. So with that, I would like to thank you to everyone who joined the call today for your time, attention, and continued interest in GP Eco Solutions India Limited. As we move into the second half of financial 26, we remain focused on executing our manufacturing expansion, deepening technology integration, and enhancing profitability across all business verticals. With our best facility nearing completion, our top one module and solar cell line advancing steadily, and the strong EPC pipeline under execution, we are entering the next phase of scalable, sustainable growth of GP Eco. Our goal is to establish GP Eco as one of India's most comprehensive clean energy platform, integrating solar power generation, advanced battery storage, smart electrical infrastructure, and digital energy intelligence under the single ecosystem. Importantly, GP Eco stands among a very select group of Indian companies directly involved in the battery energy storage systems market, an industry that is poised to become the backbone of India's renewable energy transition over the next decade. We see this as a generational opportunity and are fully committed to leveraging our early mover advantage in this space. We are confident of achieving 80% of CGR as discussed in the question and answer session also, 80% CGR in revenue over the next 3 years, driven by our investment in BESS, solar manufacturing and integrated project execution, and believe that with the right mix of execution, innovation and strategic discipline, GP Eco will continue to deliver consistent growth, margin expansion and long-term value for all stakeholders. Before we conclude, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all our investors, analysts, customers, partners and employees for their unwavering trust and support. The progress we have made so far represents only the beginning of our journey, and we look forward to sharing many more milestones with you in the quarter ahead. So with this, I would again thank you all and have a great day.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes your conference for today. Thank you for your participation and for using Bus conference call service. You may disconnect your lines now. Thank you and have a pleasant day.